Hey Leos, I hope you guys are doing good. I'm sorry for my delay in getting these forecasts out. I've been just swamped. Saturn is just all about hard work. And Saturn in retrograde motion tends to slow things down even a little bit more, and we tend to get, sometimes we can feel negative or negative responses from others or negative things that occur with Saturn, because Saturn is, he tends to take the pizzazz out of things, so it can slow down and we can rethink things and internalize and figure out a better strategy. But it's different for all the signs, because Saturn's in a different house, but Saturn isn't in Capricorn, and for you guys, it's in your 6th house of health and fitness and wellness and work, daily work. So you have a lot going on in that house. Actually, you have Mars there. You've had Mars there all through April. And the good news is Mars is going to be changing signs. So, and it's going to change signs into your partnership, relationship, and marriage house come the 15th. The 15th is just a really big day in general. But yeah, you guys have had a lot going on in your work house, in your daily routine house, fitness house, health, all of that. So you're going to have to take care of your health, refine your diet, start a workout regime. Something like that is going to come into effect with Saturn's transit there. Restructuring, organizing, refinement, perfection, all of that stuff comes under Saturn's realm. And since you had Mars there all of April, there's been a lot of focus on that, on the work and refining things, organizing things, all that stuff. And now, come the 15th, Uranus not only is going to shift signs into Taurus, into your 10th house of career, okay? And Uranus is all about rapid, sudden change, taking a new route, doing a different thing. Even having a different public persona, because the 10th house is all about how people perceive you from the outside world, how you approach your career environment. The 10th house is all about that and about how people see you, and Uranus shifting into this house is going to definitely, some of you can get into some new innovative company. Some of you might try a new innovative approach to your career. Some of you will change careers. Some of you will find new talents that you had. Some of you will change your public image. There's going to be a lot that's going to happen over the next 7 years with Uranus's transit there, but this is just his introduction come the 15th. And not only that, but on the 15th, there's also a new moon in Taurus, which is also in your 10th house of career. So it's a big career focus, change happening in your career. New opportunities coming to you. Some of you may decide you don't want to do your job any longer. Some of you can make new contractual agreements. Those of you that work for yourself can start a new approach to business. You can get new business clients. You can start focusing on how to get that recognition that you need. Start marketing yourself, giving yourself PR, all that stuff. But there's going to be an ending and a beginning in career, and there's going to be massive change over the next 7 years with Uranus going into your 10th house. So there's going to be a lot of new energy. You can do some really unique things. You can come across in a new, unique way and draw that attention to you through your authenticity, and some of you are going to change completely in your career from one thing to a whole nother thing, okay? Venus has been transiting your 11th house of friends, and that's definitely good for social activities and hanging out with friends and becoming closer with friends. Developing your relationships with friends, finding a business partner, It's just a good time to any type of social networking, trying to find out or become a part of a social network group. Anything that's to do with social networking, period. Some of you might be doing some of that for your business, whatever. All that is beneficial for you with Venus transit through your 11th house of groups and the people, basically the people, friends, the people, all of that stuff. Now, on the 15th, when Uranus changes signs and we have the new moon all at the same time, practically a few minutes apart, Mars is going to enter Aquarius. And that's your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, and marriage, committed relationships, and people you have signed contracts with. So, you have a drive to spend more time with friends, to get into a partnership becomes more important to you. You become focused on that. You might become more aggressive in that area if you're single and dating. Some of you in a relationship, watch out for getting into confrontation with your partner. People tend to act a little bit more Mars-like, the warrior planet. They tend to be more aggressive, just irritable sometimes. Impatient is really the thing, more like impatient. And if you are frustrated, you're likely to let your partner know that you're frustrated. But it does put energy and focus into relationships and partnerships. So those of you that are in sales, you can find yourself busy going after these new partners or going after new clients, trying to get contracts, putting your focus into contracts, renegotiating contracts too. But also for putting energy into finding a marriage partner, getting committed, moving that relationship to the next level. It's definitely an active time socially and an active time for relationships and spending time with your partner. So there's a full moon in Sagittarius also this month, and that's going to be at 7:19 a.m. on the 29th. So that's going to bring illuminations about, realizations. And that's in your 5th house of love and romance and creativity and self-expression. So this can be an illumination about a partnership, a relationship, a love interest. It could also be an illumination about a child. Some of you can find out you're pregnant. Some of you can get news about a child, successful, something they've done in school or something like that. It can also be a new creative endeavor that you wanted to launch. You finally put the pieces together for it. You can get news about it. It's all that stuff. It's basically illuminating that area and uncovering things that maybe you weren't so clear about in terms of love, in terms of creative self-expression, in terms of, some of you might want to really express yourself on this full moon. It's going to be kind of powerful. In your 5th house of love and romance, and you can feel intensely during the full moons. But yeah, it can be a very positive result coming to realizations, affirmation about something, uncovering a mysterious, something that you didn't have clarity on. Can definitely happen. So it does look like a very social month for you guys. There's going to be, a big shift of energy come the 15th. A new focus put on creative endeavors, creative self-expression, love and romance, children. And then a lot of activity and focus going into partnerships and friends and hanging out with them and developing in that area. And that will be until the 19th when Venus is going to change signs into the sign of Cancer, which is going to be your 12th house of more slowing down behind the scenes. So you're going to have an active month this month. It's going to be really active, very busy, especially after the first week of the month. It's going to start picking up. It's going to be really busy. You're going to be very social. You're going to have new realizations at work, more opportunity, clarity on things at work. Some of you might, a big shift is going to go into the career house, and you're going to be pretty social all month, hanging out with friends, getting benefits from friends. And then when Mars changes signs on the 15th, you're going to be even more active. So it's a very busy month, and it's a good month to find love, a good month to find love through friends, a good month to, find love at any social events, things like that, because you're going to definitely be in the mood. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and you would like to, please do. But in order to get notification, you have to also click the bell of all my uploads. And thank you so much for listening. If you'd like your own personal forecast, you can visit my site at www.illumastrology.blogspot.com, because these are general forecasts. But to get a clearer picture, I always suggest you listen to your ascendant as well, because those houses will be affected. So you can see where the new moon, where Uranus is moving for those houses, and you'll see changes there and stuff occurring there, and learn more about that, because they will, both houses will be affected. So I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys again in June. Have a fantastic month.